Hey, everybody. Welcome to our call. Welcome to Possibilities. And I am so glad you're here. Just do me a favor and type in the chat where you're tuning in from. And if Plexus products have helped you, can you just type in the chat what it's helped you with? And if you're on this call, it's because you want to make money with Plexus. And congratulations, that is one of the best decisions of my life and 100% possible. And I hope that you leave with clarity and feel empowered to know exactly what steps to take to begin serving people, earning money, and making your possibilities a reality. So, I want to share with you what is available this month. And let me go ahead and mute everybody. I want to share with you what's available to you this month. If you share with one friend, you're going to earn around $35, three friends around 310, and nine over $800. So you can see the earning potential is real. And I also want to share with you what is amazingly possible. Say that you're like, yes, I would love to earn over $800 this month. And you go and you do that. And then two of your friends, like your mom, your best friend, your coworker, they are excited about the same thing and they want to do it as well. Well, guess what? If that happens because of extra incentives this month, you are going to make over $4,000. $4,000 because of special incentives this month. And what an incredible opportunity. What would your life look like? What would you do if you had an extra $4,000 this month? And people have already done that this month. So it's absolutely real and possible. So before we get into the how, it's really important to understand why what we have is so special. And it's really because of our amazing products, amazing life-changing products. So I want to share with you my story. I'm Michelle, for those of you that don't know me, wife to James, mom of three girls, my world-changing girls, my hot husband. And I'm a life coach and a Sapphire brand ambassador with Plexus. And before Plexus, I was not a woman living in possibility. I was a woman living in survival mode, living for bedtime. And when we moved to Savannah 17 years ago, my health didn't just dip, it tanked. And not in a dramatic, like one diagnosis way. It was the quiet drip of all the things that women hide and kind of power through, right? Chronic sinus infections, allergies, PCOS, crazy hormones, sugar cravings, terrible sleep, some autoimmune issues creeping up, the same 10 to 15 pounds, losing them over and over and over again, constant bloating, constant constipation. In fact, I was so bloated and constipated that once my in-laws came to visit us, and the first thing out of my mother-in-law's mouth, I mean, I love her. God bless her. She said, "You didn't tell us you were expecting." And I wasn't pregnant. I was just miserable. And I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel like the mom or the wife that I wanted to be. I was constantly exhausted, yelling, feeling guilty, and constantly living for bedtime. And this is what hit me the hardest. Jesus promised abundant life, but I was firmly planted in survival mode. And then Brittany, another homeschooling mom, shared Plexus with me at the exact moment I was desperate. When I talked to my husband about it, he said, "At least this time we get our money back when it doesn't work." But I never needed a refund. Within that first month, I noticed things I didn't even know to hope for. Fewer cravings, waking up rested, clean energy, feeling patient and happy, not needing to finish my coffee, not needing to lick the spatula when we were making cookies, and that was a total miracle, and just feeling good. And then came the moment that just changed everything. We had a surprise baby when I was 43. Okay, surprise. Yeah, I was very surprised. And I was pushing her through the grocery store, and our grocery store is kind of like the DMV of grocery stores, right? Not exactly a happy place to be. Well, I was pushing the buggy, and we were like playing and singing and dancing, and I just stopped dead in my tracks. We were right in front of the milk case. I will never forget it. And I thought, what am I doing? I mean, I never did it. anything like this with my other kids, singing and dancing in that grocery store. And the answer was simple. I was happy because I felt good for the first time in years. And that moment broke me. And I just stood there in front of the milk and cried and cried and cried because I realized how much of my life I had been missing. And if I was missing life and I didn't have anything majorly wrong, I knew other women were too. And I just could not keep that to myself. So fast forward 8 years, Plexus has not only changed our health, but our family and our future. We've sent our girls to the best Christian school in the area. We've taken them to multiple Broadway shows. We've traveled internationally on trips paid for by the company. I'm actually taking our middle daughter, who's a senior this year, with me in like 10 days to Cancun on a trip paid for by the company. And I think that's actually more of a gift to me than to her. Her third international Plexus trip. And now at 53, I'm stronger, healthier, more aligned with God's calling than I ever have been. This company transformed not just my health, but transformed what was possible for our future. And that's why we're here tonight, because possibility is available to you too. So when I tell you that I believe in what you're stepping into, it's because I've lived it. I know what's possible when a woman starts to feel good again. And I know what's possible when she decides she wants more. And that's why I'm so excited for you tonight. You said yes to possibilities and an opportunity that gives real solutions, real breathing room. Whether you want some extra cash for spring break or even a part or full-time income, you're stepping into a team and systems that makes this simple and absolutely possible. But I also know, let's just be real, I also know how I felt when I was getting started. And please don't miss this. I was insecure. I was nervous. I was very afraid of what people were going to think. Didn't know if I was going to be successful because I lost money on two other companies I had tried. So I don't know if you're feeling like that, but if you are, it's okay. Most people have fears and questions, and none of those feelings disqualify you from making money here. See, here's the thing. Successful people feel uncomfortable and take steps forward because we want change more than we want to hold on to fear. And I absolutely did it afraid. And I'm so glad you did. So if you can relate to those feelings, just know you can be crazy successful too. Okay, I hope you have a paper and pen or take out your phone. Let me ask you this. What's your why? What memories do you want to create? What could this do for you and your family? $500, $1,000, $2,000 or more a month? $10,000? Is it groceries that you really want to buy? Is it travel ball? The vacation? Maybe giving your husband options? Let's just take a minute and I want you to write down everything that comes to your mind. I don't want you to censor anything. Write it down. What's on your heart? And this is really important because this is your why. For me, it was freedom, margin, all the extras we said no to for so many years, giving our girls opportunities, taking pressure off my husband, a vacation that wasn't to see grandparents. Okay, go ahead. Write things down. Okay. I forgot to say, this is a very interactive workshop. The graphic did say workshop. We're actually going to do things together. Okay. Now, we already said what will that allow for your family. Okay. Now I want you to write down how much money do you want to make with Plexus a month? Write that number down. Okay. Now I want you to write down number three. How are you going to feel when you make that much money? Like when you see that in your bank account, how are you going to feel? What emotions are going to come up? Is it relieved, happy, excited, joyful? What emotions are coming up for you? Go ahead and write that down. Okay. Now I want you to take that number that you just wrote down and double it. You heard me correctly. Now, how do you feel? Just imagine. What does your life look like now? Friend, let me tell you, that's absolutely possible here. You have real, clean, natural products that are solutions to problems people have. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people have been helped with Plexus, and people are looking for solutions. Health and wellness is a $3 trillion industry, and gut health is the most searched term on the internet related to health and wellness. And we have answers to two of life's biggest problems, health and finances. You get paid by helping people improve their lives. It's such a beautiful business model. And our compensation plan is second to none. Plexus is so generous, and our earning potential is literally unlimited. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, for the next 2 minutes, I want you to write down every name that comes to your mind. Okay, new sheet of paper or new note. Do not prejudge. Just write down every name that comes to your mind. Think about your family, your friends, the moms that are the dance moms that you have coffee with, soccer moms, people that you sit next to in church, people that you run into at the grocery store, your neighbors, your coworkers. Write down every single name. Go. Alrighty. Okay, now look at your list. I want you to circle three names. Okay. These are people like on your dirt list. And this is what I mean by your dirt list. People that if you were selling dirt, they would buy it from you just because they love you and they want to support you. Okay. Maybe your mom, your best friend, your favorite coworker. Okay. Circle three names. Okay. Now, how do we actually make money with Plexus? It's not based on luck. It is about conversations. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this slide. This is the QR code for our Simple Start system, and you may have this already. The person that invited you to this call may have sent you this already, and it's just another resource for you to help get started with conversations and reaching out to people about Plexus. We are going to walk with you, and we have systems and guides every step of the way. And it all starts with conversations, real conversations with real people. Do not open the guide now. Save this for later. It's a resource for you. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a formula that you can use with all your conversations. Remember that list you made? You're going to start reaching out to them, and we're going to reach out to the first three tonight. And then you're going to work through your list, and you're going to use this formula for all of them that's authentic, real, and love and service led. Okay, here it is. You're going to share number one, your problem. Number two, the solution you found. Number three, your excitement for your results. And number four, why I thought of you. And that's what we call your story. And we're going to work on that right now. Okay, so number one, write down the problems that you had. Was it sleep, no energy, bloating? You were cranky, maybe your hormones were all over the place, you were yelling at your kids. If you're here because of the business alone, maybe it's like you needed more income, you felt strapped, you wanted to take a vacation, the problems that you didn't have margin, you were living paycheck to paycheck, whatever problems you have, okay? Write that down. Okay. Now, number two, what's the solution? The products or this opportunity, right? Okay. Number three, how do you feel now? Your excitement for the results. You're excited to feel better. You're excited to have energy. You are so excited to be able to take your kids on that trip. Okay, what I want you to notice is that these first three elements, they're always going to stay the same. But the last element, why I thought of you, that will change depending on who you're talking to. And this story formula makes it so natural and authentic to start a conversation. Okay, so for example, when I started with my mom and two close friends. And this is what something like what I said. Hey mom, I've been struggling with sleep, energy, and awful bathroom habits. Well, I'm so excited about these products I just ordered. They're helping so many people. I know you've been wanting help with energy too. You should check it out. I think it could really help you. Do you want me to send you the info? Do you see how simple that is? How authentic and real? Okay, now what if your best friend or someone doesn't have the same problem that you have? Okay, listen to this. Hey, Nicole, I've been struggling with sleep and energy, awful bathroom habits. Well, I'm so excited about these products I just ordered. They're helping so many people with so many things, even thyroid issues like you're dealing with. Turns out it's all about dealing with root issues. I think it could really help you too. Do you want to see what I'm using? Do you see how natural and belief building that is? I love this formula. So now what we're going to do is actually message those three people, okay? I'm going to drop those two samples in the chat, but I just want you to know it's your story. So simple. You write your problem, the solution you found, your excitement, and why I thought of you. So I'm going to mute myself. We're going to take about 4.5 minutes and we're going to message people. Okay? Let's go. All righty. How did it go? Just drop in the chat who you messaged. Bring up my chat message. Maybe it was your mom, your best friend. And if you have made money with Plexus, just drop who were your first three people that you reached out to. Drop that in. I think it's really, really belief building and encouraging just to see who other people reached out to. And just know that you have people in your life that are praying for solutions, okay, for the products and the business. Because you're here because you want to earn money, right? And maybe your best friend does too, or your coworker. You have people in your life right now praying for a way to make money from home. 80% of all Americans would be open to network marketing if they knew they could make $500 a month. 80%, 8 out of 10 people, right? These are people in your life right now. And here's the thing, the process that we just talked about, it's the exact same for the business, right? Okay, so the problem, again, like I said earlier, for me, we were a one income family. So we didn't have the extra margins for things like vacations, piano lessons, going to Target without feeling guilty. And the solution was making money with Plexus. And I was so excited about what this could do for our family and our girls and their future. And you're here because you want to earn money, and maybe your best friend does too. So get this. Okay, here's an example. Hey, Nicole, I was really feeling frustrated and actually discouraged because I really wanted to take the girls to Disney, but had no clue how we were going to pay for it. And I'm so excited because I found something that a lot of women are doing from home and making real money. I know you've been talking about how expensive travel ball is. You should totally check this out. Maybe we could do it together. See? Same formula. It's authentic and love led. So your homework is you're going to message at least one person about the opportunity. You're going to go back to your list, circle who you're going to message about the opportunity. Okay? Now, go ahead and take a picture of this slide. This is a great resource for you to use in the future, and it's also listed in the Simple Start Guide. This guide has sample messages and actual flows of conversations that can help you for different scenarios. Everything you need to help you with conversations. Okay, now you got the ball rolling, right? And you're going to do that with the rest of the people on your list. And just know it's normal to have to follow up with people. Totally normal. Because guess what? We're all busy, right? We all get tons of messages. We're all busy. And you just messaged your best friend or your mom. All you do is talk to them the way you always do, right? Hey, I'm so excited about this, Mom. Did you see my message? When can we talk? Normal, right? You just continue working on your list and through your list. Here's the thing, you're going to add more people to your list. You know, when you buy a white car and then all you see on the road is white cars, right? Well, that's what's going to happen. Names are going to start popping in your head. Susie needs these products. Amy would be amazing at this. Tiffany would totally rock this. Those are the people that you add to your list. And just know, if you want three people, just be willing to talk to 20 to 30. That's average. And it's okay if people aren't interested. The ones that aren't, they will be at some point. Everybody joins at some point. You focus on 20 to 30 people to get three. Now, some of you, you'll have the first three joins, the first three people you talk to, which is great, right? Some of you, it will be closer to 15 or 20, 25, which is totally fine. We will teach you what to do every step of the way and what to do with the rest of the people, right? They will all join at some point, and we work through the list with the same formula. Okay, now, before we go, I want to circle back to my story. Remember how I told you that I was exhausted and overwhelmed and I had really lost hope? My husband and I argued a lot about money, and I felt stuck. I felt guilty for wanting more for me and my family, and I desperately wanted change. If Brittany had not started a conversation with me, asked me about my health and life, if she had not shared with me what was possible for me and my family, these pictures, these memories, none of them would exist. In fact, not to be over dramatic, but I may not even be here because I was one of those people with awful respiratory issues. So it's entirely possible I could have been on a respirator during COVID. So none of the memories, none of the change, none of the hope, none of the impact, none of the possibilities, none of the life that, none of the experiences, none of the life we built. All because Brittany saw me, reached out to me. She didn't let fear or insecurity stop her from reaching out, seeing if I had a need, serving me, and showing me possibilities. So here I am, and everything has changed. I'm so proud, so grateful, so humbled to be that girl, to offer hope and possibilities to others. And friend, that can be you too. Who are you going to help? Whose story are you going to be a part of? Who is going to thank you for being that girl? All you need to do is to start, take action. Who are the first three people you're going to reach out to? Well, I guess the next three. Who's going to thank you? And remember, your possibilities can absolutely become your reality. Thanks for hopping on. We cannot wait to see your journey unfold. And let's go help people change their lives. Good night.